So I remember growing up that being fat was the root cause of any and all of your problems. That's what we saw on TV. If you didn't have a boyfriend or, you didn't have white teeth, whatever it was, the root cause was always because you were fat, you were overweight. And so I grew up having these weird thoughts or strange thoughts, these myths, I'll call them. I thought that the first thing I thought would happen once I lost weight, or if I ever lost weight, would be that my hair would grow and then I would have these long, lovely nails. And I equated that to being fat, that somehow fat cells had something to do with hair growth. Go figure. And I remember once I lost the weight, lost 100 pounds, and I was on doing the protein. I had gastric bypass surgery, and lost the weight, was losing the weight, high protein diets on all the supplements, and was quite upset when I found out my hair didn't grow any longer than it normally had, and I don't have these long, luxurious nails that I thought I should have because, again, fat was the cause of everything that was wrong in my life, and not having long hair and long fingernails was part of that. And so that didn't change with the weight loss. And then I remember, now part of this is based on some pseudoscience I saw on TV once. And so before the weight loss, I had, my periods were 5-7 days. They were painful events. And so I remember watching this one TV show. I'm not going to call a name, but this one medical TV show. And, the doctor said that, women who were obese tended to have heavier periods, more painful periods, and it had to do with being overweight and having a whole lot more estrogen in your system. And that caused, all these heavier periods and such. Lose 100 pounds. That has not changed. Absolutely. That did not change for me at all. I think right after surgery, my first period, it was 3 days, and I thought that was going to be my new normal. I was so excited. That's not my normal. Absolutely went back to what was used for what was accustomed for me. And so that didn't change either with the weight loss. And so that was another myth busted. And I was kind of disappointed. I'm having all these other good things happen, but those beliefs that I had that, weight loss would fix certain things, and it happens for everybody. They tell you that, you lose weight and, your life just magically just gets better. Well, it gets better if you do the work, if you put in some work. But some of these things that I thought would happen, the hair growth and, long nails and shorter periods, didn't happen. And then the third thing that I thought would happen when I lost the weight, I thought I would go down a shoe size. And I have cause for this. When I lost 65 pounds the first time, of one of the many times that I did lose weight, I went down a shoe size. So I went from 11 to about a 10 and a half, maybe a 10, depending on the shoe. And so this time around, it's like, oh man, I'm 100 pounds in. I was looking 9 and a half. It's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be able to find shoes, cute shoes. It's not going to be a problem. 9 and a half. They got a ton of them. I'm going to be all right. Didn't happen. I'm at a 10 and a half now. Now I know for some people they do lose a shoe size, but I never had that really wide foot or a fat foot. So I didn't come down drastically in the shoe sizes. And I just really thought that I would be a happy 9 and a half after losing the weight. And that just didn't happen. But what did happen, which is pretty cool, recently we had a big event to go to, and it was reason for me to get all dressed up, get dolled up. And this time around, I did not fret about how I looked so much. I didn't worry about sitting in a folding chair and having all my back fat exposed or squeezed, through that hole in the back of the chair, or I didn't worry about girdles rising up because you had to wear 2 or 3 in order to be, look for me to look my best. it required 2 or 3 girdles, Spanx, the whole nine. And by the end of the event, you're ready to come out of all of it. And so this time it was a different experience. And I didn't have to fake confidence. They tell you to fake it till you make it, because in the past, I would, at 268 pounds, you go to an event, you can't hide being 268 pounds. And so if you are in business or you have any kind of leadership role, you still have to show up and you have to own your space, and you can't shrink and you can't hide. And I remember, just putting on, fake smiles and this kind of like fake confidence, walking into a room, still wondering if, everything is right or if anything has shifted, and fighting with my girdle. There was none of that this time around. I didn't even think about it. And I bought this fabulous black dress. Oh my God, I love the black dress. So much so that when I got home after the event, I didn't want to take it off. If I could have slept in that dress, I would have. And so that's what losing 100 pounds did do for me. It gave me a sense of confidence, and I didn't worry about any of that, not this time around. And I'm pretty grateful for that. Now, I have had to make adjustments, losing weight, because I have always been a big girl, had always been a big girl. And so when winter would come, temperature drops 40, 50 degrees, hey, no big deal. I was insulated. And so this time it's a little different. This is my first winter, I would say, like under 180 pounds. And I'm cold. I am really, really cold. And my husband told me, he says, like, look, Lisa, it's like you're going to have to do the mind shift, because at 268 pounds, it's like if I had to come down the stairs, if we were going out and, I had on my coat and I had to come down the stairs, well, by the time I got to the car, I was hot. I was sweating. And so, I'm rolling down the windows and I got skinny people riding with me. And they're upset. It's like, Mama, can you please roll up the window? And it's like, babe, it's cold. And it's like, but I was hot, wanted to turn on the AC. It's not like that anymore. It really isn't like that anymore. And I stay cold. So if I'm in the house, we don't keep it hot in the house because that's not comfortable. So I've had to get used to wearing a whole lot of clothes inside the house, and just being aware that I don't let myself get cold to my core, if that makes sense. And so that's been a big change. That did change after weight loss, is the ability to get absolutely cold and needing to really layer in order to stay warm. So those are the things that happen, and some of the things that did not happen after weight loss. So there was no smaller shoe. I still can't shop a size 9. And my heart is a little broken behind that, but I'm going to be all right. And trying to find a 10.5 is hard. So if anybody knows where to find 10.5 shoes, cute 10.5 shoes, hit me up in the comment section. Periods are still what they are. Go figure. And my hair and nails. And somebody told me just recently that, everybody thinks that they're supposed to have super long hair. And it's like, but just as you only grow so tall, and it's like hair is only destined to grow so long. So I don't know if that's true, but that's what someone trying to offer me comfort said. So some things didn't change after weight loss, but some really good things did. And I just wanted to share those with you. And if you had some crazy beliefs about what weight loss would and would not do, it's like, please share them. I would love to hear your story too. So that's it for this time. It's been an incredible journey, and I would do it all over again. Somebody asked us, like, would you do the surgery again? Absolutely, without fail. And if I could have done it earlier, I would have. I don't know why I waited so long, but everything in its right timing. It's been probably one of the best things that has ever happened to me. So that's what happens when you lose weight. Some things that happen and some things that don't. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.